Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the weekly Wednesday live stream. I am MaryGirl Moody, and we have today with us, we have awesome Trent.
Hi.
And then, yeah, that's him right there. And then we also have Maisie joining us today, as usual.
Yeah, you bit it.
Maisie, of course, is straightening her hair. She got a new device, and we are probably going to be more fascinated with her for right now because I'm kind of looking over the American Horror Story news because I have been busy recovering and I haven't done anything.
And I
literally
feel so bad for you, honey, because I'm in the same spot. And I seen your stitches. It is yucky.
Yeah,
I
your mom.
understand your pain. I know your struggle right now.
How are you feeling?
Right now, good because I've taken the pain medication and I've actually can move around because we sorted through like I don't know, like probably 10 million toys just now because we do toys for Ow!
Oh wow.
You're gonna burn my hair. She's trying to kill me with that damn brush. Not a good product to buy.
Well, that's really awesome that you guys do toys for tots.
Oh, this is for kids that have disabilities too. So every
awesome.
family has a child or two that has a disability. So that's
Some kids didn't have
but most of them are disabilities. It's a company that we do a lot of charity work for. So, and the Marines did Toys for Tots, and they donated all these toys to us. So we have thousands and thousands of toys. So each kid gets at least 2 or 3 toys for Christmas.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's cool.
Yeah, we have 256 kids.
families.
Oh,
Yeah, she said families.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that's a lot of sorting.
That is.
And it has to be done by next Thursday.
Oh my gosh, so you guys have to wrap the presents.
No, we just bag them, and then the parents take them home, and then do them Christmas Eve. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
But that's still a lot of separation to do, a lot of cataloging and everything. So,
yes.
Wow.
Yep, and plus we're doing a dinner for some of them. Now, not all of them are going to be at the Santa thing, but most of them are going to be there. The other families are going to come and pick up their toys Sunday. So yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's worth it. I mean,
Nice.
They get toys, so no kid goes without.
No, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
And okay, so awesome. So I see that y'all are enjoying a hair straightener.
Yeah, we had like 4 of those donated to us, and so we figured like, okay, well, the volunteers need them. That's bad.
There you go. Hey, you got to look good.
Especially Maisie, like she's always doing her hair something to it.
I know when I was younger, they had extremely hot curling irons that burned the hell out of your hair. And now they have
your fingers.
fingers, yeah. And now technology has advanced so well that they have the technology for kids. They can do anything now with their hair. It's envious.
Yeah, Maddie's proof.
So Trent, what have you been thinking about for American Horror Story? Has anybody, I know we've always talked about themes and we've talked about actors and people such as that we would like to see. Is there anything that you guys have thought of since the last live stream that you want to see in this next season? Possibly a theme, an actor, a situation?
I want to see Neil Patrick Harris again.
I'd probably want to see someone like more like someone like Lady Gaga, but like maybe more classical, like Lana Del Rey or something. But I don't think that she would do.
Yes.
Or someone similar to her.
There has been so much talk about this one actress because she is amazingly goth. I mean, just naturally. But anybody heard of Fairuza Balk? She was in The Craft and she played Dorothy in Return to Oz when she was younger. If I Google her real quick, I'm sure I can also find all the other movies she is in. I just can't think of it off the top of my head, but she is a very popular actress. I just did not know if you guys had heard of her before and possibly add her to this season, which I thought would be fantastic. I think somebody posted a picture of her in the group recently. I don't know if you guys saw that.
I'm looking right now at Fairuza Balk. Is that her name? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Faruzia.
Mhm.
And then Balk is her last name.
I could probably see her as. I don't really see her as American Horror Story.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Well, yeah, I do hope that they do bring on some fresh blood this season, because I do think that's what they need to kind of revamp the whole franchise.
I feel like they tried that with Roanoke, but it just didn't go as they expected it.
True, because Adina Porter and Andre Holland were new. They were new actors, and who else? A couple of, even though they were major, like the Butcher, Kathy Bates played her, but the real Butcher, she was very intimidating, very mean looking, but we only got to see her for such a short amount of time. We didn't get a chance to appreciate the actress that played her.
Yeah, we got her to see her like for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And that's it. Yeah, this season, I mean, they did have some great fresh talent, but it's like you said, they just didn't do it right. They were just so short clipped. And then, of course, poor Sarah playing dual characters again. That
She
poor
played
woman.
3 characters this season.
Yeah, that poor woman. She is like working triple time now, and that poor woman. So I was just looking real quick in the comments, and it's so nice to see you back, Vegan Panda, and what's up, Ghosty, and everybody who is here. Thank you so much for being here. If everybody, just to refresh you, we have Trent, the young gentleman, as a guest star tonight, and then we have Maisie, the young lady who is our guest star tonight. Maisie is an admin of the Freaks of AHS, which is our group on Facebook. And we've also got a group on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat and all that. I just don't remember the exact names. So it's in the description. Yeah, if you guys go to the description, it's all there broken down for you. So, yeah, thank you all so much for being here. And if you would like to, we would very much like a thumbs up in the comments, or in the ratings down below. Thank you so much. And congrats to the one who's starting college on January 9th. That's awesome. WWE lady is here. She wants a Great Depression season for American Horror Story season 7. That would be pretty good. Like the things that people do, the desperate things, desperate situations that they do in order to, make sure that they have food for their kids, or cows in order to have food or something like that. I don't know. I was asking Trent at the beginning before we live streamed, if he saw any information about American Horror Story. And what was that you were telling me, Trent, possibly that Ryan Murphy is not going to direct this season?
I don't remember it specifically, but I heard that Ryan Murphy might not focus on American Horror Story. They might get a different director because he has so many new shows coming up.
Right. Yeah.
And
that would be great.
And I don't think that he's gonna be able to. Wait, what was I just gonna say? I don't think that he's gonna be able to do all of these shows. He might Brad might be more involved with American Horror Story now, or Ryan might have a couple of failed pilots. But hopefully that if there is a new director, that it will be a good, Ryan will be awesome, but they have more horror in the show and less of what Roanoke has. They're trying to switch things up.
Yeah, I know.
They're saying something about season 7 possibly being out in the sea on a boat with a sea monster, something reminiscent of H.P. Lovecraft. I don't know. I just don't like that for season 7. I mean, don't get me wrong. I will take anything they give us for season 7. It's just that they have such a wide variety to pick from, to have such great potential for storylines and characters. I just hope they don't choose the ocean. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Am I wrong? I mean, certainly
I don't.
don't let me. I mean, let me know if I'm wrong. Don't be afraid to tell me if you think the idea is awesome.
I think that they weren't intentionally having it as the ocean. They were just putting it out there. But I think with my mind, I dig deeply in. It's like the original story of Roanoke that they didn't have enough supplies, so they went back to England, and then that's all having to do with the ships. And when they came back, they were gone. So maybe it's something with the ships for that. But I don't know. I don't really think that they're gonna do the ocean.
Oh my gosh! You know what? That's right. Didn't in the final episode of season 6, didn't something about a ship? Didn't something about a ship fall to the ground, either a painting or an actual boat that was like a little miniature one?
Yeah, it was a boat in a bottle.
A boat in a bottle. Okay, well, no wonder people are speculating that season 7 is going to be about a ship, because then they give out they give out that weird social media thing about the water. So
Yeah, it was during the ghost hunters. It fell or got knocked off by one of the ghosts.
I wonder if we could see anything on that ship. I should probably go back and actually look at that ship to kind of freeze frame it, and see if maybe there's a name or something on it. Huh. That's pretty weird. I guess that idea certainly does bear fruit. It's just there's so many ideas they could go with.
I saw a comment, and it said something about Bermuda Triangle, but by Paulina Andrea. But Ryan Murphy, isn't he already making another show about the Bermuda Triangle?
That's right, Trent. That's right. He sure is. He is. And is it called Bermuda Triangle?
I don't know. I think it's called Triangle. I have no clue, but I feel like that's what I've seen.
Okay. Yeah, that would be a really great one.
I'd want to see something with body parts, because everything, some of the things have tied in with body parts, like a cult, not Roanoke, because that didn't really count as a cult. It was just a colony. But
Yeah.
In Freak Show, they had all the different body parts in the jars, and then they also had surgery
Did you bring the
stuff
oil
in
back in here?
Asylum, and then Elsa Mars, wasn't her leg chopped? Yeah, her leg was cut off, so
Where's
that
the
could have
oil?
something.
Okay. You know, when you make me think of, when I hear cult, it makes me think of different variations of cults. Like there's hardcore, violent, bloody cults.
Oh, got it.
That sacrifice and all that stuff. And then there are also cults that aren't so extreme, that, maybe do like a mass suicide, or they're into a religion, or then again, I don't think religions obviously are cults, but there's obviously extremes to cults. But I think that would be very interesting if they actually would do a season actually about like a satanic cult,
Mm-hmm.
and the people, what they're like why they are doing what they're doing. And then of course we get to follow on in the ride of what they're doing. So I don't know. It just, I don't know. There's so much, so much they could do with this season. So, and I am so sorry, guys, that I look so terrible. I see myself right now, actually, in my reflection. I'm actually getting better from my surgery.
Those are cute.
And I promise, guys, by next live stream, I will be back to posting on my regular basis on my channel. And for those of you out there who follow my writing videos, I will have a group for us very soon. I'm actually working together to create that. I'm just working on a name. So I do promise you guys that my content is coming back. Nothing is going away. I just needed to take a little time to sleep and heal. I had 5 big incisions that had to heal, and I went today to get my checkup, and everything is going very well. So, yeah. All right. So anyway, thank you all very much for bearing with me and the fact that I have not been posting really at all, especially the writing videos. So anyway, but yeah, I looked through Google so much to try to find any news on American Horror Story, and as of right now, there is nothing. However, again, we still get confirmation every day from some sort of news outlet that we are going to actually get the theme for season 7 during Paley Fest. I don't know. I mean, I hope we do. I really hope we do. So Trent, I don't know if I've had a chance to actually ask you before, but what are your top favorite like characters in American Horror Story?
My favorite character is probably Queenie because she's just funny and she doesn't take stuff from anybody. And I also like Liz Taylor a lot.
Absolutely. Long live Liz. Absolutely. Absolutely. What do you think then was one of your favorite moments from American Horror Story? Like something that right now, obviously, you know, you haven't rewatched the seasons. I know season 6 is more fresh in your mind, but is there a season an event in American Horror Story that sticks out in your memory that you favor?
Probably in Asylum. This is like the part that sticks out to me the most because this was like the scariest part when Lana ends up going in the playroom and like she finds out where she is and stuff.
Okay. Wait, she goes into the playroom. What do you mean? When did this happen in Asylum?
Like Bloody Face's like torture chamber.
Oh, yeah. And then it kind of like just the realization hits her at that moment.
Yeah.
Gosh, that was a great scene. The one that sticks with me the most is when Liz Taylor is reunited with Tristan at the end of Hotel. God, that scene gets me every time. I cry like a
The
baby.
scene that sticks with me is when Sally chews and swallows her teeth.
Oh my God, that's right. Where she
I
stitches
can't.
herself to those 2 dead people. That was so gross. Trent, when did you start watching American Horror Story? Like, what season were they in when you started watching the actual show?
They were in Freak Show, and then when Freak Show ended, I started watching I watched Murder House, Asylum, and Coven on Netflix, and then I went on a different website and watched Freak Show, and then Hotel came out, and then I watched that, and then Roanoke. So right after.
Nice. Nice. So you've been with them for at least a good 2 solid years. Well, that's awesome. And it's great that you can actually go back and rewatch the seasons because you can watch Freak Show without actually having to watch Murder House or Asylum. I mean, it helps, obviously, but it's not necessary in order to actually enjoy the season. So, Trent, who actually got you hooked on the show? Was it like a friend or a family member?
Well, most of my family watches it, and since I was younger, I was probably in like 5th grade, so like 11 or 12, and then my parents were like, no, you can't watch it, it's too scary. But like once I got a little bit older, they were like, maybe you could watch the first season. Oh no, my dad said you could watch Coven because it's not that scary, and I was like, okay. And so then I
Ooh.
watched it, and then I ended up watching all the other seasons.
I still can't believe that people consider Coven as not scary, because there was some horrible brutality in that season that a lot of people don't remember. And I think it's, if you were to go back and actually watch Coven, there were some moments such as where, the racial segregation was a very heated topic back in those days, especially in the southern states. Really touched on the truth about the horror that surrounded, that history. And I remember watching Coven, because see, Coven was the first season that I watched live. My best friend Britt, who I get to see tomorrow, yay! She kept telling me how great American Horror Story is, because I think she watched it from the first season. And then finally, after season 2, she told me, oh my God, Mary, you have got to watch this show. So by the time it came out on Netflix, Coven had not been released yet on the actual FX channel. So I watched season 1 and 2 and got hooked. And yeah, watched season 3 live. So yeah.
Yeah, I started on season 1. I was in like middle school.
So you
And
started at the original, at the beginning, Maisie,
Yeah.
huh? You're an OG.
Yeah, no, my friend, she was like, yeah, there's this, because I got on the bus at her house because I was terrified to go to middle school. And I was like, I'm not getting on the bus by myself. I'm gonna get on at your house. So, and then like one more, like afternoon, she was like, there's this new show on FX. It's gonna be real cool. It's gonna be real scary. I'm like, okay, I'm down. And we watched it, and then I was just like, I'm watching every episode.
Oh, that's so cool, Maisie, that you actually started from the beginning with episode 1, season 1.
Yeah.
That is awesome. So how young were you, Maisie, if you don't mind me asking, when you started watching the show?
If it was middle school, 6th grade,
Okay.
that was like a couple years ago. Like, what is
Right.
it, 5 years ago?
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
just
I was
curious
like,
when people actually start watching the show.
so I was like 9, 10, 11, probably 10,
Okay.
9, no, 10, 11, I don't know. Because I'm almost 16, but I'm still 15, so if we do 5 years ago, it would be 10. But if we did 16, 5 years ago, it'd be 11, so like 10, 11-ish.
Maisie's got the Sweet 16 coming up.
Next month!
Yeah! That's awesome. Blake, is that you? Oh my God, I thought Cookie was eating the tree. Oh my God, I thought our dog was eating the Christmas tree. It sounded like something was, somebody was munching on something. Sorry. Anyway, I don't know where the dog is, and he's been fascinated with the Christmas tree, so sorry. Anyway. Well, that is amazing. So I'm looking at the comments real quick, and let's see. Oh my gosh, Heaven said, I started watching AHS because I love horror, and it wasn't even horror. I was so mad. Okay. Omar says Asylum was his first season. Daft 3704 says, I started season 1, but I had to leave for basic training. LOL. That's okay, Daft. You left for basic training. You went to serve, obviously, some country. So still, you should be very proud. Not sure which country you're from. Ghosty said to Maisie, I started at the beginning too. I saw a trailer at a movie theater. Really, Ghosty? You saw a trailer for AHS at the movie theater? That's awesome. They've done that before. They've done a couple of shows in the movie theater
Yeah.
trailers. KII16 says Taissa's death in Roanoke will never leave me. Right?
I know that was like, ugh.
That was a great one because I know a lot of people said too, oh, I suspected that. I realized that would happen.
Yeah.
I knew that was coming. Well, I didn't. And then, I got it, obviously, whenever her dad was trying to take her to go visit her mom at the hospital or, at the mental hospital before she had the babies. And she couldn't leave the house. And I was wondering, oh my God, is she like connected to the house for some reason? I was like, well, she can't be because she's never died. So how can she be connected to the house? And then that's when, spoiler, Tate revealed to her that, she actually did die one time. So yeah, that was great. I'm just a person who I just like to actually start the show and just go into it, accepting it what it is and just taking in these facts. And yeah, that was a really great one for me. What did you think, Trent, about the part where oh my God. Wait, I think I misread the comment. I'm sorry. She said the person said the death in Roanoke will never leave me. And for some reason, my mind went to Murder House. I apologize.
That one too.
She was totally, oh God, I know. That one
The
just,
one in Murder House where you saw her dead under the house was just gross. It was.
yeah, but
Ugh.
her death, though, in Roanoke, oh,
Yeah.
that's a horrible way
That
to
by
go.
far was her worst way to die. Like she's died in the 2 seasons before. She got impaled by the fence, which I mean I thought was kind of funny because they were playing tag and then
That's
she got
right.
impaled. It was kind of funny. And then in Murder House you didn't know until the end and Kyle was like, hey, "You're dead too." But Murder Roanoke was definitely one of the one like you knew she was dying and like she was dead, like there was no coming back from that.
No, not when you've had long, huge stick impaled into your body like that.
And then caught on fire.
Yeah. Trent, were you disgusted at that scene, or were you kind of one of the people who said, that wasn't good enough? What did you think about Taissa's death in Roanoke?
I thought that they could have had it more important and have it connect more to the fans because they all loved her so much, and they'd want to see her see, not make them sad, but like have them connect more with Taissa and just see her go that quick. But I think that they did a good job, and I wasn't really like, it was obviously disgusting, but I was more in awe than in disgust. I was just like, whoa.
Oh.
Yeah. I think, I don't know. I'm just glad that I don't have to rewatch that scene for a long time. I'm not going to go back and watch Roanoke. For a while, I'm just not ready.
Yeah, that season messed me up.
Yeah. That season was more for storyline scares than for like character development and
What's that?
Detail into the storyline. It was just, I don't know. I don't know. Roanoke is just so different than their normal format and way that it's just almost confusing that it's part of
Whoa.
it's part of their franchise.
I gotta get Casey's box together before I send it to him in January.
Is it his Christmas present?
Well, me and Casey are, we decided not to send it for Christmas, and we were gonna do these boxes every 6 months, where you send a book and then like different things that you like.
No, that's cool.
Yeah, so he's gonna send me one, and I'm gonna send him one. But so far, I only have the book. So I
What's
need
the
to get
book?
on it. The Program by Suzanne Young. It's my favorite book.
Oh, okay.
I talk about it a lot on Burnt Toast. Like, if you guys go watch any of the videos, like, or the live streams, I mention that series. I'm waiting for
What's
the
it
new one to
about?
come out. It's like, I always say mental health because, like, mental health has, like, a lot to do with, like, it. And it's, like, all the characters, like, they have this suicide epidemic where everyone's killing themselves,
Okay.
which is not something to laugh about, but it's funny to think, why is everyone killing themselves? Like, what the heck? But, and
Okay.
then, like, their schools are, like, monitored, like, by therapists and stuff. And then, like, if you're, like, get too sad and they think you're gonna kill themselves, they send you to the program where they wipe out all of your bad memories and you come back, like, a completely different person. You don't remember anything. And, like, I am not giving the book justice. I can't explain it, but, like, oh my god, it's so good. Like, if you ever
Okay.
need a book to read, I suggest that one. And then the entire series, because it's so good.
Oh, it's a series. Nice.
Yeah, and the new one comes out in April. I'm so excited.
God, I wish
I
somebody
bought
would do
like
that about my
6
books.
books.
I have a new one coming out next month. Oh, yay! Mary's got a new one coming out next month. Yeah, no, nobody ever realizes that.
Yeah, when does Murder by Alpha come out?
Oh, I don't know. As soon as I'll get serious about it after this month.
Oh, get it.
After this month. I promise.
Eh. Oh man.
Trent, are you
Yeah.
a reader or are you a gamer or a movie watcher or all three?
I I don't really play video games. Like I'll play it once in a while, but not like a gamer. I read most in my free time mostly, and then movies I'll watch it like if I'm in the mood. So probably like once or twice a week I'll watch a movie, but it's not
Nice.
like all.
Yeah, I finally caught up on some movies when like HBO had like a free weekend or something like that. That is the only time I can actually watch movies. And then I actually got to watch the Divergent series on the movies. I
Those
haven't
are
seen those.
so good.
I didn't like the newest one.
Allegiant, yeah, you know, they were so different. I mean, the last Allegiant and Insurgent were so different than the books. I really liked Divergent because I really liked the first book. It was just a simple concept plot. You stayed with Triss and her whole journey, and it was good character development. So it just, yeah, it was totally different. So yeah, I hate the movie. I hate it when the movie completely deviates from the books. Anyway. Well, that's good to know, Maisie. Thank you for letting us know because I will check out for that. I'm always looking for a new book to read. So thank you.
Yeah, it's a really good book. I suggest it. I hope Casey likes it. I mean, he probably won't, and he'll be like, "What is this trash?" And I'll be like, "It's gold. What are you talking about?"
Oh my God, I was reading true crime when I was Casey's age. Seriously, I was reading true crime, like horror, like about this girl who had her head locked in a box. And oh my God, yeah, I was reading that horse kind of stuff at 13. And so, yeah, Casey should, he'll probably like that book.
He better.
I think at
It's
that
a
age, we'll
great
read
book.
anything and kind of like enjoy it.
Honestly, I got the book last Christmas, and not last Christmas. A couple Christmases ago. It didn't come out that long ago. I don't remember. I got it the year it came out or whatever. And it took me a while to like actually like pick it up and read it. Like I got it because it looked interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really read the back. I just like, oh, pretty cover. I want it. Give me. And I mean, it took me a while to read it, but I finally got around to it, and I love it. It's great. I'm on the last book she's published, like for the series until the new one comes out, and I'm like not reading it because the new one comes out in April, and I don't want to have to wait till April to read the next book.
Oh, I get you. Yeah, I remember when I was so into the Sookie Stackhouse novels. I remember having to wait until those suckers would actually come out, and I hated that.
Yeah.
I hated that so badly because when I read a book, if it's especially a series, I like to read the entire series. I don't want there to be a stop, and then have to wait for that book to come out because it happened to me all the time when I was a kid, especially living in a little ass town like Giddings. And there was one Walmart that had a very small selection of books, and yeah, found a great book, and then you have to wait till next year to get the next one. Ugh, totally sad. I was looking for a book that I had in here, Maisie, because you said something about how the cover looked good. So you got it, and yeah,
Yeah.
it's that one right there. I know. Yeah, I got a book over there on my bookshelf. It's called The Birthing House by Christopher Ransom, and the description and the picture on the front just sold me on it. So I understand when those kind of books are out there. Yeah, it's like they scream, "Buy me, buy me!"
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get it and show you the cover because, like, oh, it's just so pleasing to the eye. And
Cool. And then I'll show you mine. Hey, Trent, what is your favorite book?
Probably the Lunar Chronicles. That's like at the moment I've just been reading that. Have you heard of it?
What's it called again?
The Lunar Chronicles.
I think I've heard of it, but I have not read them.
Yeah, it's
I saw it on Amazon the other day.
yeah, it's 4 books. There's Cinder, Scarlet, Cress, and Winter.
Oh, Casey's getting me Cinder.
Yeah.
What are those about, Trent?
The first one, it's like fairy tales, but like with a sci-fi twist. So the first one is about it's all in like a post-apocalyptic like dystopian world, and
Okay.
the first one is Cinderella's cause Cinder, and it's like the same topic, like the ball, the prince stuff, but she's actually like she's a mechanic and she has like mechanical body parts. And then the second one is Scarlet, and that's Little Red Riding Hood. And the wolf is like the street fighter. It sounds more kiddish, but it's actually like a really good book. And Little Red Riding Hood is a like military soldier, and then her grandma was this soldier, and they have her and stuff. It's kind of confusing. You have to read it to figure it out.
Okay.
The next one is Cress, and it's this girl named Cress, cause Moon, and it all like has to go back to space, cause I guess the moon now they were able to be scientific technology, and people could live on the moon now, and they're called lunars, and they could like control people's minds and stuff. And then Cress is like a hacker, so she could hack into military systems from both sides. And then they all end up meeting in the end for Winter, and then Winter's like the evil queen, and they all try and save her, and it's just like a good story.
Oh my God, that does sound good. Okay. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna go check those out too because I bet you half price books have those.
Yeah, the Casey's box that he's sending me Cinder.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm excited because we were talking about it in a live stream we did a couple days ago. I've been missing live streams because I've been passing out and going to sleep. So sorry for that. Anyone who watches the Burnt Toast live stream.
Oh.
Yeah, we were talking about it, and I was like, I don't know what to get you. And he was like, I'm gonna send you Cinder, and I was just like, okay. I won't buy that because like it's been popping up on my Amazon for a while now, and just like he's gonna buy it.
Okay.
And
And Omar,
finished. So
I'm sorry, Trent. What?
sorry. The series is finished, so you don't have to wait till next year and stuff like
Oh
that.
yeah, so good. Now that sells
Finally.
me.
It is also in a prologue, so
Fun.
Okay, cool.
Well, yeah, the program series has 2 prologues actually. It goes the program, the treatment, and then the remedy is like way in like the like not future, past, like not way, but like way, and then there's the epidemic, which is like, if we were to put them in order, not by like release date, it would be the remedy, the epidemic, the program, the treatment, and then it's going to come out with the adjustment, which I don't know what the adjustment is. I don't know if it's like after at the end or like even more in the beginning. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, but this is the program. It's quite pleasing to the eye, and it's so like, I hate showing this to everyone because the spine is so like horrible and like broken, and everyone
It's
cringes.
okay. It shows a well-loved book.
Because Casey was like, "Oh no," because I read my books like this. I hold
Oh
my
my
books,
God, I can't do that.
and Casey was like yelling at me for doing that. I'm like, I can't help it. That's just what I do. There's a crease down the middle from doing that, and it's just, there's a crease like even more in the back. Like, that's just sad. Like, this
Oh my God.
is my
Hang on one
favorite
second,
book.
Maisie. Hang on.
I'm excited to read Cinder though. Is it good?
Yeah, it's awesome.
I don't know when we're gonna send it. I think we might be sending it on the 1st, or like, I don't know.
Sorry, it's difficult to move sometimes. Okay. I've had this book for years now. Years. It's probably had to be about 10 years now. This book is in perfect condition. Look at this spine. Look at this beautiful spine. No creases to the pages. This is how I keep my books, every single one of them. But look at this. Look at this cover.
Oh my
I
God.
mean, yeah.
It's so pretty.
It is. This guy has, whoever does his covers, I emailed him once after I read this book and he emailed me back. That was awesome. I mean, this was 10 years ago before I actually published my book. And then this one is the freaking Republic of Plato. That is, wow. I mean, it's a significantly old.
Wait, you have The Republic by Plato?
Yeah.
Oh my God, we were just talking about that in history, and I was like, I need to get a copy on it.
25 cents at Half Price Books.
Oh my!
And
We
it
don't have a
is
Half Price Books where I am.
a beautiful old copy. Oh, broken in the middle, but it's really great copy. So
Here, let's see if I can show you the pages on this book. They are so nasty and just horrible. Because like, I don't use a bookmark. If you can see it on this page, I like bend my pages like that. So like, they're all folded and nasty.
For
I have
mine,
hundreds of bookmarks.
it's like all beat up.
I mean, I could use a bookmark if I wanted to, but I mean, that's just less paper I'm wasting. I'm
Mine's
already
just
having full like paper books everywhere, so.
This is just what I keep beside me, so that way I have one handy in case I need a bookmark. And that's two already.
I used to use Post-it notes, but I mean, Post-it notes get expensive after a while.
I will use anything as a bookmark. I will use a bill. I will use a piece of paper, a candy bar wrapper. I will use anything. And Omar, you were so sweet. Omar says he recommended my book to his cousin and that she's going to buy it. So that is so sweet. Thank you all. By the way, thank you so much to everybody who got my book and downloaded a free copy, left reviews and all that stuff. You guys are so awesome. And if you did download a free copy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a review like on Goodreads and stuff like that. Mary, have you read Dorothy Must Die? No, I haven't, but I've heard about it. I think I need to go check that out. I think my friend Sam recommended that to me, and I need to go actually check that out. So anyway, yeah, there's somebody in the, by the way, I did see Ash versus Evil Dead, whoever asked me that. I did see the season finale, and I'm so sorry, guys. I was just in so much pain that night that I had taken medication, and I looked like freaking Jack Nicholson at the end of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest when he had that lobotomy. So I thought it was just best not to live stream at that time. So I do sincerely apologize about that. And I do promise I will make it up with a special live stream for the entire series of Ash versus Evil Dead. And I'm going to make a review video for the season and stuff like that. So look out for those videos. And someone said in the comments that I had to say about Flowers in the Attic. Have I read Flowers in the Attic? And I have to say that as a young adolescent girl who loves to read, hell yes, I have read the freaking those 5 books. I even think I have them back here somewhere. Well, if I don't think I have first editions, so if I don't have first editions, then they're not back there. But yes, there's like Flowers in the Attic, Petals on the Wind, If There'll Be Thorns, and then there's like 2 more or something like that. Maisie, have you read them?
Yeah, I don't have physical copies of them though.
They're VC Andrew books. I was freaking obsessed with her novels when I was, like 12, 13, and 14
Yeah.
and 15. And I still keep copies because every once in a while, if I would just want something to read, just to, kind of switch my brain off from
Yeah,
things
I get what you mean.
I will resort back to those kinds of books. So yeah, I had to say that. Have you read them, Trent?
I haven't read them fully, but for my school we read like passages to prepare for like the big test at the end of the year for us. So we ended up reading a couple of pages from that. But I've watched the movie on Lifetime, but it's already. That's pretty much it.
I think, yeah, I don't think anybody's ever done the movie justice because the book was really good. Petals on the Wind, though, phew, that was like basically an X-rated book. But I know a lot of people out there that I see in the comments did not like VC Andrews. And oh my God, Oliver Thredson is back.
No.
I know a lot of people didn't like her books, and I totally get why. It's simple writing, simple storyline, but still, they were pretty good books. And I read the Ruby series and the Dawn. I mean, I think I pretty much read every single series except for the Runaway ones, and that's when like the Ghostwriter started taking over, and that was it. So. But Oliver, it's so great to have you. Oliver is asking, what is Ash versus Evil Dead about? And so I have to respond to Bloody Face, guys. Okay, right there, that poster is Ash versus Evil Dead. It is a television show on the Starz movie channel that takes off from the Evil Dead movies, because there's Evil Dead 1, 2, and Army of Darkness. So right now, they just completed season 2. And you can go right now on your Starz channel and you can watch season 1 and 2. But it's really great. It's the show tells you what happens to Ash after Army of Darkness. It's really great. I love them. So Ross Geller is here too.
That's funny. Me and my mom were watching Friends earlier, together, and it was like one of those episodes. It was the episode where they pick at each other about everyone's flaws, and they were like, Ross just overpronounces everything. It was just so funny. That's like my favorite show of all time. Like over anything. If I had to like keep one show and the others just disappear, I would keep Friends. Like there's not a show that I would ever want to replace that show.
Yeah. Some people asked about the Goosebumps books, and I have to say, those are written by R.L. Stine, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now I never read his Goosebumps series, but I read his Fear Street series. And Christopher Pike, oh my God, I love Christopher Pike. My favorite book when I was a teen was Remember Me, a book that Christopher Pike wrote, and I was just obsessed with that damn book. And anyway, this thread has turned in more into a book talk rather than an American Horror Story talk. So maybe we should one day have a book live stream. But that behind me right there is an extremely small amount of the collection that I actually have. So
My bookshelf is actually growing smaller because, like, with this whole Christmas thing around, there's a bunch of, like, older kids asking for books. And I was just like, well, I have books that I've read already that I can look away and you can take them. But if I'm not going to be able to just, like, hand them over. I'm going to close my eyes and have my mom take the books that I set out for them to take. But, like, so it's actually kind of small, but like in the past like week, I've ordered 6 books with Amazon Prime. So
yeah. Oh my God, that's why I love half price books. You can go there and you can buy those books for like a quarter a piece. Now, mind you, they're not going to obviously be in the best condition. They might be highlighted or like have a name or 3 scribbled in there, but it doesn't matter. You can get them on clearance, or you buy them for half of what the book is actually marked.
That's my whole thing. Like, I love that, and that's why I always like look on Facebook for people like selling books in my area, or like book trade, which they have that in my local Moose Lodge, which I do often. So
I wanted to give away my Exorcist book because I got a first edition for my birthday, and I just can't do it. That book has been in Hawaii. You know, it has a long line of where it's been. And my husband says, so you're going to keep 2 copies of The Exorcist, one first edition and one non? I was like, yeah.
I'm about to get the new covers for the program series. She's releasing new covers in April with the new book. So guess who's spending all of her money on a box set of all the new covers, but I'm not getting rid of my old copies. They're just going to sit together. They're going to sit together at the same table, just looking pretty.
Trent, do you go crazy like this over books?
Sometimes I do. Like, I'll show you right now. My book collection is a decent size, but if there's a book that I really want, I'll stay up and then order it so that way, and ship it to the store so that way I could get it in the morning. But it's only a couple of times that I've done that. But
okay, so what was the last book that you had to have shipped to the store so you could have it the next morning?
Probably Library of Souls by Ransom Riggs.
Okay, is that a single book or is it part of a series?
It's part of the Miss Peregrine series.
Oh, okay, my bad. Gotcha.
They were selling those at my book fair in junior high, my first year, and I was like, what are those books? They look so cool. And I never bought them because, you know, book fair at school is like way overpriced, and you could just get cheaper books at the bookstore. Yes. Even like high dollar bookstores like Barnes and Noble, they're still cheaper than the book fair at school.
Absolutely.
So I was like, I'll just go to the bookstore and get them. I never ever got them. I've read them. I've never bought physical copies though, because they are too expensive for my liking.
For my school, it's. Oh, sorry, what?
No, I was just rambling.
So for my school, they have 2 book fairs. It's like one regular that no one buys, and then at the end of the year they have this summer blowout, and it's buy one get one free. So everyone just goes nuts, and it's like a Black Friday, but it's all like.
Man, I wish we had.
Buy one get one free.
I was.
Oh my God.
Oh, Mary, have you read The Outsiders?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, have you seen the 50th anniversary cover?
No, I haven't. I have an old copy somewhere.
Yeah, it's so pretty, and I was thinking, I was like, should I order The Outsiders 50th anniversary cover for myself for Christmas? Or should I be like, Mom, look what I got you? And she'd be like, I don't want it. I'll be like, I'll keep it.
Right.
Is that the one that it's all gray? It's like gray and blue, and it has, I think, one of the greasers' face on it.
No, it's like black ombre to gray, and then it has a leather jacket, and then it says The Outsiders in yellow, and underneath it says 50th anniversary edition, and it's so pretty. It's just like it represents everything that The Outsiders is, basically. It's just,
What if your plan backfires and she says, "Hell yeah, I'll take that book.
I don't know.
Thanks for the gift."
I'd probably cry. I'd be like, no, give it back.
Oh, your mom would probably give
Yeah.
it to you.
Yeah, probably. She doesn't have a place for any books. She'd probably just put it in my bookshelf.
All
She wouldn't
right.
read it anyway.
All right, guys. So thank you all for so much for being here. And we're going to go on ahead and wrap up the live stream because I need to. So thank you all so much for being here. And again, guys, we have a Facebook group for Ash versus Evil Dead, which is called Ash versus Evil Dead Junkies. We have a Facebook group for American Horror Story, which is the Freaks of Hotel AHS. And all that other stuff. So you can check in the description below to get all that stuff. Thank you so much for being here. We will be back next Wednesday. And guys, if you want to be a guest on the show next week, send an email to me at marygirlmoody@gmail.com. And oh dear Lord, WWE lady just got a hug from Oliver Thredson. It's a trap. It's a trap. He's just looking for a mother. So anyway, we'll be back next Wednesday. Again, if you want to be on next week's live stream, hit me up with an email. If you have already sent me an email, I do promise you I'm going to go through my previous emails and get you guys on the show and actually schedule you and be more on top of my game since I'm getting better. So thank you guys again so much. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much, Trent, for being here. It is always awesome to have you.
So always awesome to be here.
And Maisie, thank you so much as well for being here. It is always awesome to have you here. And Oliver Threats had just said, "You were my mother, Mary." Oh, Oliver, that is so sweet. I would treat you right, trust me, as a mom. I'm a great mom. So yeah, we'd totally be good there. So all right, guys. Thank you so much again for watching. We'll be back next week. And look for the videos again on my channel. They will start coming again this week.